Miesha, congratulations. You know, obviously you've been a former champion of multiple organizations, but I just wonder, you know, after this time away and coming back, I mean, how does this feel and how does it compare to those big moments?
Oh, gosh. I guess those big moments, you know, when I started fighting, I imagined I would get to the top, but when I stopped, I never thought I would be right back here. And so happy and at peace. Such a different experience. This training camp was phenomenal. Fight week was amazing. Today was incredible, the whole day. I've just loved the process. So I feel like this is how it's supposed to be.
You talk about today, I was curious. I mean, I know you're confident, you believe in yourself, and you put in all the work, but is there still that little bit of hesitation or a little bit of fear, like, I haven't done this in so long, do I still have it? I mean, didn't even feeling like that pop up?
Honestly didn't cross my mind. You know, it was like riding a bike. I feel like I just went and I got a little emotional on the walkout. You know, I did. It was about halfway through, and I just remember, like, I almost felt like I was gonna cry, like tears of joy, because I was like, God, I just can't believe that I'm here right now. And this fight has been a year in the making, and longer if I really look at the journey before that, before I even decided I was gonna come back. But now, in hindsight, all of that got me to this point. But even just a year ago, I had just made the decision that I was going to fight again, and I just had my son, and then it was like, now it's here. This is my moment, and I got a little emotional there. So it was a good kind of emotion.
Yeah. I know you had a lot of respect for Marion coming in, but overall, I mean, I thought you pretty much dominated the fight. How did you feel things were playing out in there? Any surprises? How did you feel the fight was playing out?
No, I feel really good. I felt like I won most of the exchanges. You know, she had some punches that I was willing to stand in there and stay with it, but that just, you know, that's who I am. So of course you want to try to have as perfect of a fight as you can and ideally not get hit, but I like to fight. I still like to fight at the end of the day, so I'm not really afraid to stand in there and give one to take one. But again, I still feel like I left relatively unscathed. She landed a couple good punches. She had one good push kick that was that hit more towards my face that I was like, oh, okay, you know. But it was like she pushed a button, you know. I was like, okay, that's all right, you know. Now I'm really coming for you. So, no, I mean, it was good. We expected her to be scrappy, have a scrappy guard, have some good right hands, but I felt really comfortable in there. I didn't feel like I had ring rest. It wasn't something that was on my mind. So, no, I think it was a good night.
Nice. And I know you wanted to finish. You know, you wanted to be the first one to finish. So you got that. What did you think? I mean, did you feel that the finish was imminent right there, or was it a little surprise? What did you think?
You know, I had her down in that position, and I had her what we call the deputy sheriff, you know, just kind of the one arm stuck back here, and all of a sudden I just realized I was in a position to win this fight. And so I was like, oh, we drilled this, I'm here, and it was just kind of like I just woke up all of a sudden. I was like, I'm going to finish this fight right here. Like, this isn't a fight anymore. Like, this is done. So I just really went to town. And I heard her, you know, she really was giving it everything that she had, because I heard her go, ugh. And when you hear that, you're kind of like, okay, you know, that was it. That was the last push she had. She rolled. I got those hooks in right, and she tried real hard to base up again right there. But then one of my corners, I think it was Johnny, was like, only the right hand. Because I think I was hitting both, and sometimes, you know, whatever. So I just remember that, and I was like, okay. Just try to go to town. But I knew it was imminent at that point.
Nice. And I guess last thing for me, I mean, you made it clear from the start, right? You're back in this to get all the way to the top. But you said, hey, I was focused on this. I wasn't really paying attention to the division. But I guess, where does it progress from here? I mean, do you need some time off to be back with the family again? Or is this like, do you want to book something quickly? I mean, do you feel like a top 5 fighter is realistic? I mean, what makes sense to you next?
I think I want to let this victory settle. I don't want to be in a rush for anything, but of course I'm a woman on a mission here, right? So I do want to get to the top. I think a fight by the end of the year is reasonable. So now I'm going to go home and I'm going to kiss my babies. I'm going to enjoy this hard-earned victory. And then the next few weeks, you know, KHI, my management, my team, and everybody else, we'll regroup. We'll talk to Mick, Sean, Dana, and we'll get something lined up.
Miesha, just talking about going back to the process, I mean, how did it feel differently going out there for the walkout compared to, the last time you were out there? Just, were you thinking about just your kids? Was it just that hyper focus again? Can you just explain that?
Yeah, Johnny, my fiance over there, showed me a picture of my kids right before I hit that walk, and just reminded me of my why. So my kids were definitely on my mind, but at the same time, it's just me going in there, and I was like, I've got a job to do. So how does it compare? I didn't feel pressure. I didn't feel any pressure this time. I just felt very grateful to be in the position that I was in. And truthfully, guys, this is why I couldn't stay retired. I could not stay retired because I felt like I have so much more to give, and there's truly a better version of myself. And I didn't want to leave thinking that I hadn't put my best foot forward.